are right here, right now. It's what I waited for. Now I can say this is the best day of my life. Oh, 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 right now, I want to step back.
Good evening. Welcome to the final Bracketology show for 2024. The 6A boys and girls still with me. Rafa, Coach Kano, Coach Steve. I guess I should say Coach Rafa. Doing the 6A precursor to the big match of the night where USA and Mexico play a little bit later. So hopefully we'll be done in time before that. So that way we can see Rafa cry a little bit for that here.
Hey, we're not favored. We got nothing to lose, so I'm not too worried about it. It's all the Berhalter haters there. You know, they're ready to hang them.
Well, there's a lot of I am
they
one
lose,
of those, but that's a whole separate discussion.
Well, being a USA fan, I am worried about it. Just wasn't too happy with the performance the other night. But we'll see. We'll see the way it pans out later tonight. But
we saw as a San Antonio FC fan, it's not how you start. It's not even how you play halfway through it. It's how you finish.
That's true. Yeah.
I noticed we weren't saying that in week one of the San Antonio FC matches, by the way.
No, we were not.
No, yeah.
And I wouldn't confuse Coach Marcino with Coach Berhalter either. So. Although I will say there is a little bit of a split in the fan base at certain times.
Yeah, so I've heard. But yeah, that's thank you for being here with us, and thank you for joining us, Harry and Rafa, having us here, having the roundtable, hosting us, and having the podcast, the 50/50 podcast here. We've gone over 4A last night at midnight, or Midnight Madness. Just wrapped up 5A, which was we were doing our due diligence to wrap it up as best as we could, as quickly as we could, and now we're here, 6A, ready to dive in, guys.
And Roy's going to fine me $10 for coughing on air and not using the cough button. But starting out, Southlake Carroll and Crowley. I'm assuming Southlake Carroll, not necessarily easy, but as far as the choices here, it's going to be the easy choice.
Yeah, Southlake Carroll's been on a understatement is to call it they're destroying.
And I'm assuming we're rolling with El Paso Franklin over Midland High School.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Weatherford and Fort Timber Creek. I'm assuming Weatherford.
Correct. Yes. Lady Bruce.
This one I'm not going to make a decision on. San Angelo Central and El Paso Americas.
Trying to remember.
Central.
Is
that Central?
Pecos? I think
That's
Pecos.
Central.
Is it at Central?
No, I think no. Yeah, it's at Pecos.
It's Pecos,
I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Central.
Yeah, give me Central.
Central as
well. Arlington versus Irving MacArthur.
Not too much to discuss in this one. Arlington, yeah.
Prosper and Koppel, if it was a football matchup, probably be just as juicy as this one.
Yeah.
So Prosper once again draws an interesting first rounder, right?
That's tough against Capel round one.
Yeah,
but that's this District 5 and District 6 in 6A. These are the ones these are the by-district matches where we're going to kind of, in some cases flip a coin as far as who's we're going to be, deciding on who wins this. But no, I would lean towards Prosper over Capel in this match.
Yeah, Prosper. They got their hands full, but it's going to be Prosper.
Dallas Highland Park and South Grand Prairie. Someone Dallas Highland Park.
Yeah, Scott.
HP.
Yeah.
Louisville Hebron and Denton Geyer.
I mean, that's a pretty remarkable record for a third place team. 18-2-2 for Geyer. Yeah, look out for this match.
I think Hebron is going to be fair on this
Hebron,
one. Yeah, Hebron.
Yeah.
Friendship and El Paso Eastwood.
Got to go friendship here. I think this is a friendship that's kind of returning to the friendship of old, I guess. So, yeah.
Hurst, Bell, and Keller. I'm assuming Hurst.
Hurst, correct.
This could be a tricky game for them.
Yeah.
This could be a tricky game there.
Yeah. It's a very well coached Keller squad too. Good
and actually in this matchup last year, Keller was third as well in District 4, and they actually knocked off Euless Trinity 4-0 in this match last year. And not only that, then they knocked off Wolfforth Friendship in the next round.
I like Keller in this.
So
I think Keller gets upset.
Hard to look past. I get it, 21 victories and a 12-1-1 record in district, but it's a battle-tested Keller squad as well.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go Keller. I think I talked myself into it.
Keller. All right. Eastlake and Odessa Permian. Someone Eastlake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Byron Nelson and Fort Worth Pascal.
Nelson.
Pascal. Nelson. Flower Mound and McKinley Boyd.
Yeah,
give me Flower Mound.
Yeah, this is Flower Mound's going to have to earn this one though. Very well coached McKinney Boyd squad. This could potentially come down to maybe depth, right? I know McKinney Boyd getting in as a 4 seed. It was a little surprising, I think, but Coach Elias Ramos, very well coached squad. They're what he's building there as well, I think, is Flower Mound just has to know they have the talent, they have the skill level. They're a district champion, but I hope they come ready to play.
Dallas Lake Highlands and Arlington Lamar.
Lake Highlands.
Yeah.
I think they're out of Richardson, but yeah, in the Dallas area.
Yeah.
Allen and Flower Mound Marcus.
Your state champs right here.
State champion out in the first round.
Yeah, I think, this is between what Marcus graduated and their second year coach now, or really first full year coach, right? Getting settled in, and still highly talented, still incredible program, but not the Marcus of last year that made the run, right? So I like Allen here.
And end of years past. I mean, Marcus is, they've made a huge name for themselves and on the boys and girls side, but here we're speaking about the girls and but yeah, I've got Allen advancing out of this one.
Yeah.
Martin and Richardson Pierce.
I think this could be an even. I think the district records are very deceiving here.
Yeah.
Well, that and Pierce is they got the pedigree. They're one of the teams that typically finds themselves sitting in a regional, and if not even state. So I'm going to go Pierce with the upset here.
Guess mild upset. Yeah, Pierce. I like Pierce.
Yeah.
Moving over to Region 2. Waco Midway and Mansville Lake Ridge.
Midway.
Yeah, Midway.
So district champion out of 12-6A in Midway, that is just has been just deceptively quiet this year. Solid program.
Wiley East and Rockwall Heath.
Another team that's been kind of quiet is East, with that 21-1 record and a second seed. I've got
they had that one loss. They had that one loss.
That's what cost them. Yeah.
Cost them.
Who was that? Who was that to against Wiley? Or no?
No,
it was
what was it?
One of the Garland, Saxey or?
Yeah, Sasky. Yeah, it was Sasky. Yeah, Sasky's the one that knocked him off that one game. It was back in I think in February. That's when they knocked him off. Because remember, I had Wiley's kind of ranked number 2 in the RPIs, and
they were sitting in the top 5 of the RPI. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sasky's the one that knocked him off.
They look to have recovered since that loss, though. I think that's what cost them the district title. But I think they're regrouping at the right time.
Well, not only that, they were the region champ last year.
Correct.
And let's see, they
made a great run last year, and they were kind of the surprise last year.
They were 28-0 last year. They got knocked off to that Ridge Point team from Houston 4-3 in overtime in state,
which they were winning that game too.
Yeah, I was at that one. That was a back and forth match.
So we'll give Wiley East.
Yeah. Tough draw though.
Duncanville, yeah.
Duncanville.
This is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wiley wins this one.
I'm going to say Wiley, yeah.
Agreed, yeah.
Bridgeland, I've been big on Bridgeland all year. I think they don't get the love I think that they should, and they go about their business. And just a real player to watch in this tournament. Bridgeland.
Yeah. So
Rich. Oak Ridge.
Pardon me. Conrad Oak Ridge and Houston Decaney.
Yeah, Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge.
Tomball Memorial and Katy Cypress Lakes.
I'm going to go Tomball.
Tomball Memorial's really established themselves the last few years. They've had some great teams, so I'll go with Tomball.
Houston Adeline versus Spring Grand Oaks.
Aldine.
Aldine.
I think Grand Oaks pulls this one off.
This is one of those the battle tested within the district. I think says a lot and very deceiving in terms of the the rank within district. So yeah, I like Grand Oaks over Aldine.
Yeah, playing against other teams like Woodlands and Woodlands College Park. Yeah. It's a tough district.
Rockwall and Garland Naaman Forest.
Naaman.
Rockwall.
Yeah.
Mansfield and Hutto. I do love the Hutto badge there.
The Hippos. Hutto Hippos. No, I've got Mansfield coming out of this.
Yeah.
Some good barbecue though in Hutto.
Both badges are solid. If you're talking about a badge game there. Garland Sachet and North Forney. I'm assuming Garland.
Saxey, yeah.
Saxey. Yeah.
Pflugerville Weiss and Mansville Legacy.
It'll be a tricky game here. I think Legacy might. I think they may be the one that I think more. Yeah.
So this is a
battles.
This is a rematch from last year. So we had Mansfield Legacy winning this one 4-0 over Weiss in the by-district round. So I'm going to lean towards Mansfield again.
Legacy.
MacArthur and the Woodlands College Park.
Ooh. I'm going College Park with the 4/1 upset here. Just due to the fact that, like we spoke about District 13, you got the Woodlands, you've got, of course, College Park, you've got, Oak Ridge. So just
what do you think, Rafa?
Battle tested.
You had them in your you had them in the RPI for a while, and then they kind of fizzled down.
That was the boys.
Or the boys? Okay, yeah, never mind.
That was the boys.
And again, this is another rematch another rematch real quick from last year. College Park 2-1 in this same matchup last year.
Yeah, I think when you see a 1 maybe this dominant over a 4 and even a very strong district, and there's a history there, right? Something to go off of, the chip on the shoulder. I like Houston MacArthur here.
They're a young squad. They have a lot of sophomores on this team, the MacArthur team. But I mean, they've overachieved. I think they get over the hump. I think they get some revenge. I'm going to go with MacArthur.
I think we know why Hector went with MacArthur there.
No, these are generals, man. These are generals.
It's a Mac team.
Yeah. Mac truck.
It's a Mac thing, as they say. Tomball and Cypress Woods from Katy.
Yeah, not much. I don't think.
Tomball should take care of this.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Even though the Cy-Fair teams are, they're competitive, but I think Tomball has enough to get by this one.
The Woodlands versus Spring.
Woodlands.
Lady
Highlanders.
And Cypress Ranch versus Klein.
Go. Oof.
I like the mild upset here.
Yeah.
Klein is playing very well right now. Very well.
I'm gonna go Cy Ranch.
We lose our screen there, Harry?
No, I moved it over.
Oh, okay.
So that's at the bottom. Rafa, we got one of each now.
I'll go Cy Branch.
Now we get to do the fun pick in here.
There we go.
And that one's actually a rematch of last year again. So Klein won that one 4-0. But I'm going to lean towards Cypress Ranch. Does that affect your pick, Rafa? Klein won 4-0 last year.
I think this year, maybe, like I said, Klein's kind of. I know they're playing well, but they've had some, against some of the teams, they had a loss against Lumberton, and that shows maybe they're a little still competitive, but maybe have some inexperienced players. Maybe it's kind of like a rebuild, not to say rebuilding, just a transition.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're going to be good next year, but I think Cypress Ranch probably comes.
They had a slow start too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're hard to gauge. I'm putting a little bit more stock into them based upon their current form.
Their more recent form.
So moving up to the top here, we'll start actually Region 2, and then we'll go back to Region 1. Waco Midway and Wiley East.
I'm going to go Wiley East here.
Yeah, I agree.
Duncanville and Wiley.
I'm going to go Duncanville.
Yeah, Duncan.
Bridgeland and Oak Ridge.
Bridgeland.
I'm going Bridgeland here.
Bridgeland, yeah.
Memorial and Grand Oaks.
Ooh.
Gotta give the edge to Tomball.
Yeah.
I think Tomball.
Yeah, Memorial. Mm-hmm.
Rockwall and Mansfield.
Mansfield and Rockwall. I'm going to go Rockwall here.
Yeah, I agree.
Chassé and Mansville Legacy.
Saxy.
Gonna go, yeah. Saxy's
the Saxy pick.
Houston MacArthur and Tomball.
Tumble.
Tomball.
Like Tumble here.
The Woodlands and Cypress Ranch.
Woodlands.
Lens.
Allen and Richardson Pierce.
Pierce.
Here.
I'm
Allen.
gonna go Allen. Yeah.
Flower Mount, Louisville Flower Mount, and Lake Highlands.
Richardson.
That's a really great game. That's a great game right there.
Yeah.
Flower Mound. I think too much Flower Mound.
Flower Mound.
Yeah.
East Lake and Byron Nelson.
Nelson.
Friendship and Keller.
Keller.
Yeah.
I'm going with Keller.
I like Keller.
Friendship got upset this round last year per Steve already.
Yeah, Keller knocked him off 2-1. But I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go Woolforth. I'm gonna go
Friendship.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Friendship on this one, but I think they both already picked Keller, right?
Yeah, they already went Keller.
Yeah.
Highland Park and Hebron.
Great matchup here. Great matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Highland Park. It's rare that they get ousted in the second round.
Hebron,
Yeah,
they kind of, like I said, when you beat up on Marcus and Louisville and all them,
But Marcus isn't the same. Marcus isn't the same Marcus of years past this year. So, but yeah. So I'm sticking with Highland Park.
Yeah, I like Hebron.
Hebron. Okay.
Hebron's getting the advance.
Hebron.
Arlington and Prosper.
I think it ends here for Arlington. I think Prosper advances on this one.
I agree.
Weatherford and San Angelo Central.
Can Central?
This could be. That game probably be played in Abilene. They're at Shotwell. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Regardless of the winner here, it's the end of the road in the next round. I'm gonna go Weatherford.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the edge to Weatherford.
South Lake Carroll and Franklin. I'm assuming we're going South Lake.
Carroll.
SLC, yeah.
Carroll.
And then somebody already tipped their hand saying South Lake is getting past Weatherford.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Prosper and Hebron.
Great matchup, man. Great matchup.
I'm gonna go Hebron here.
What do you got?
I think Prosper finally gets it done. I think they've done this, but kind of they've been underachieving the last couple of years because they've had some great teams, but that's just been falling short. I think especially in this round. But I think this is the year. I think they finally break through and get to the
yeah, and they're rewarded. They're rewarded with South Lake Carroll.
South Carroll, yep.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like Prosper here.
Keller and Byron Nelson. You're losing out a lot this round here, Steve. I'm just saying.
I sure am. Yeah.
Byron Nelson.
Yeah, I've got Byron Nelson in this one as well.
Flower Mound and Allen.
Another great one. Man,
This could be a regional semi.
Even a regional final.
Regional final, yeah.
I just think head to head, I think just a little too much Flower Mound here. There's probably an extra time match, but yeah.
I'm gonna go Allen.
Rafa.
I'll go Flower Mound.
Man, you guys just don't like Steve.
Don't tell him.
I know why Rafa doesn't. Look what I'm wearing.
Wiley East and Duncanville.
I think Wiley East.
Gotta go
East.
Wiley.
Yeah. I think they're on a mission this year.
Bridgeland and Tomball Memorial.
Give me Bridgeland.
Bridgeland. Yeah.
Rockwall and Saxby.
I'm gonna go Saxby.
I like Saxby. Yeah.
Probably.
Tomball and the Woodlands.
I'm gonna go the Woodlands.
Tricky.
I wouldn't be surprised Tomball though, but I'm gonna lean towards Woodlands.
Yeah.
Wiley East and Bridgeland.
Ooh.
I'm going Bridgeland. I'm going this is going to be one great matchup, but I like Bridgeland.
So this is the regional semi, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this would actually be played in Round Rock
for 6.
Region 2.
Yeah, it's Region 2, Round Rock.
Yeah, Round Rock. Yeah. Wait, 2 you said, right? Region 2.
Yeah.
No. Girls is at Comalander.
No. That's for 4.
That's for Region 4.
Oh, Region 4.
Yeah,
Ashbury Stadium. Yeah.
Reeves. Kelly Reeves at
Reeves Stadium.
Oh,
at Round Rock.
Man. I might even want to go to this one. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. So travel. This is a true neutral site match.
Yeah. Wiley's got to come down for this, and Cypress has to come west for this. I'm gonna go Wiley.
So who's the tiebreaker?
Rafa's the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Wiley East. Like I said, they've been there. Like I said, I think they learned from that loss against Sasky, and I think they're refocused. It's gonna be a tough one, and I want to be surprised if this one goes to PKs.
Speaking of Sasky, them versus the Woodlands.
Sasky.
South Lake Carroll and Prosper.
You're looking at a rematch over there.
And this is in McKinney. So this is in the this will be up in the Dallas area. And I've got South Lake Carroll.
Yeah.
Byron Nelson and Flower Mound.
I think Flower Mound.
Yeah, Flower Mound.
So a final 4.
So these two district rivals have to go to Round Rock to play each other.
Wiley East and Saxby, where Ruff has already mentioned that they split, and South Lake Carroll and Flower Mound.
So I've got South Lake Carroll on the in Region 1.
I'm assuming that's everybody's pick right there.
Who was their tie against? That was a district.
I think
I
think that was so early in the year.
Keller? Was that against Keller?
I think so.
Was it in district?
Yeah, it was in district play.
It was in district, yeah.
Vandergrift, January 5th.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was early in the year.
Oh.
It's a Vandergrift.
No, it was a district game.
No.
Are you sure? I thought it says they're on the district. South Lake Carroll?
Are you talking about South Lake Carroll, or are you talking about
who was their tie against?
It was against Byron Nelson. It was 4-4.
Wow.
And that was on March 5th.
So it was recent.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes me want to pick Nelson. Nelson against over Flower Mound.
That'll be. Hey, this is no. At that point, it won't matter.
Well, you guys went with Flower Mound.
I know. I'm saying my pick would have been Nelson.
Flower Mound.
Yeah,
so,
like Flower Mound there.
Going into this, I got South Lake
Carroll. Different, yeah.
So we're still going South Lake Carroll, or are we going Flower Mound?
Yeah, South Lake Carroll.
And then District 9, who's the one that makes it to the state?
The rubber match.
So what are their? I'm sorry, Rafa. Did you already say who?
Yeah, so the first go around, they Guaylalis won 3-2, but on the second one, with the recent one, was Sasky with a 2-0 win.
Okay. I'm gonna go Saxy.
This is a coin flip, man. That's what it really is.
Yeah. No.
This is a battle of attrition. Who is maybe healthier, and yeah, and even then, not shocked whatsoever if it goes to penalties. So
and who's got the deeper bench, right?
Yeah, this
will be a Saturday game.
Yeah. In terms of who I like more as a team, right? Roster top to bottom, who I've been impressed with more over the course of the entire year. I would say, even though Rafa's had Wiley East in the RPI, I think Saxy's kind of been just under. I'm not going to say under the radar, but underrated.
Do you think it depends on who they play in the semifinal? Could that be the key? Who's more fresh?
Yeah. Who's got the legs, right? Who's got the legs? Yeah.
So Wiley East has probably maybe the tougher matchup compared to Sasky. No disrespect to the Woodlands, but I think Sasky might be the fresher team going into that game. So I'm going to go with Sasky on that one.
And I want to say that usually the higher part of the bracket, they play first, though, right?
I think in theory, yes, but it doesn't always play out that way.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to transition over to Region 3 and 4, but please listen to a word from Gipper and Global Scarves.
Looking to step up your social media marketing game? Well, let us tell you about our great friends at Gipper. Gipper is a way that schools, athletic departments, ADs, and coaches create world-class marketing content. Join over 4,000 coaches, ADs, SIDs, and club directors who use Gipper to create high-quality visual branded graphics for your program. The best part? Anyone can do it in seconds on any device without needing any design experience whatsoever. If you do have significant design experience, you're going to love this as well, as you are what they call the power user, and this is designed with you in mind as well. And just for being a listener and supporter of the 50/50 podcast, you can receive savings immediately and save 10% off any first-time Gipper purchase. Simply visit gipper.com/partner/5050 to learn more. Again, that's gipper.com/partner/5050. And then there are our great friends at Global Scarves, both Bill and Kyle. They are the top providers of custom knitted scarves, beanies, and other fan merchandise in the U.S. All merch is fully custom with free design services and free shipping on all orders. They do so much more, guys, than just scarves. Blankets, beanies, you name it. It's all designed and all customized to your specifications and needs. You can contact them at info@globalscarves.com to get any free designs or quotes built out for your school, club, or maybe even a supporters group. Simply mention the podcast or use the code #5050pod, and they will be sure to take care of it.
And we're back, and we're going to start out with a beauty. Fort Bend, Ridgepoint, and Katy.
Yeah.
1 through 4, but the Katy High School is a 4. That says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult match for Ridgepoint going into the for by district. I'm going to give the edge though to Ridgepoint, but yeah, that's the price you get for winning district, huh? Sheesh.
What do you got?
Yeah, Ridgepoint.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
Advance it on. Memorial and Heights.
Memorial.
This is another nice, fun one here. Seven Lakes and George Ranch.
Oof.
Seven Lakes. I go with Seven.
Lakes,
It's a tough game, but it'll be Seven Lakes.
Yeah. 7 Lakes.
Bel Air and Cy-Fair.
I like Bel Air here.
Yeah. Bel Air.
League City, Clear Springs, and Austin, Alif, Elsick. or Houston, Elif Elsick. I think it said Austin.
Elif Elsick. I'm gonna go Clear Springs here.
Clear Springs.
Humble, Atascosa, and Deer Park. Now, keep in mind, District 22 has not officially submitted theirs, but the standings are pretty clear on this one with everybody playing pretty even number of games.
I think how this matches up on the girls' side. Yeah, Atascocita. Yeah,
Atascocita. Yeah.
Pearland and League City Clear Falls. I'm assuming Pearland.
Yeah.
Pearland.
Pasadena Memorial and Humble Summer Creek.
Good one here. Good one.
I'll go with Summer Creek.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Summer Creek.
Yeah.
This was a rematch from last year, and Summer Creek 5-0.
Houston Lamar and Houston Northbrook.
Lamar.
I'm gonna go Lamar.
Fulshire Jordan and Fort Bend Elkins.
Tricky. Tricky here. So this one, so you got to remember here in 19 on the girls' side, they ended up. This is sometimes where they're misleading, because out of 19 6A here, it basically ended up being a 3-way co-district champions. So, and then they had to go to the points from there to determine who was first, second, and third. And this is a Jordan squad that, as many of us know, they're still in transition from having lost their coach in season, right? So, can they push through all of that and get through Elkins? That's the question.
I'm gonna say yes for this round. Jordan.
So going with the Lady Warriors. Stratford West Side, both out of Houston.
That's Stratford.
Stratford.
Clements and Katie Tompkins, Fort Bend Clements.
Wow.
This is a tricky one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tompkins wins this one.
Tompkins, yeah.
Yeah, Tompkins.
Pasadena Dobie and Beaumont Westbrook.
Dobie.
This will be a matter of
Westbrook might.
Yeah.
Did they play last year?
No. So, but the four, the fourth place in 21 was Humble Atascocita. They knocked off Deer Park, which was the district winner for 22. 1-0.
How did Dobie do last year?
So Dobie last year, they lost to Beaumont Westbrook 6-0.
Yeah.
It's a rematch.
So it is a rematch. It's just in a different
round. It's a different round.
Yeah, we'll go. I think Westbrook.
Yeah.
Westbrook might be
Westbrook.
There's your bracket buster there.
Dawson and Clute Brazelwood.
Dawson.
Awesome.
Dawson all day here.
Kingwood and Pasadena. I'm assuming Kingwood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clear Lake and Alvin Shadow Creek.
You got to give it Clear Lake. Clear Lake's got the edge, but Shadow Creek's going to give them a game.
Yeah.
This, Clear Lake.
Moving over to Region 4, Johnson and Clemens. I'm assuming Johnson, but,
Yeah, do y'all have a score of that Clemens O'Connor game?
Mm-mm.
They didn't post it.
No. The way they played it, it was largely unofficial. I don't even know if it was a full 90, to be honest.
Probably like a scrimmage.
Yeah.
Almost. I'm gonna go Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luke. Westwood and Austin Westlake.
Westwood.
Round what?
Westwood.
Going Westwood here.
New Braunfels and San Antonio Madison.
I think Madison is going to test New Braunfels a lot more than people think.
Yeah, I got New Braunfels, but it's going to be a
home game for New Braunfels, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so I'm probably going to Braunfels.
New Braunfels, edge New Braunfels, but they've definitely got to come ready to go from the start. If this is kind of one of those slow start, you let Madison get the lead on you. It could be tough.
Premier FA's put OC 1-1-0 as far as the O'Connor match that you're talking about.
Thank you.
Lake Travis and Cedar Park Vista Ridge.
Lake Travis. I think Lake Travis should take care of that business.
Harlingen and Mission.
Harlingen.
O'Connor, speaking of, and Laredo South.
Yeah, O'Connor.
Yeah,
OC.
O'Connor.
La Jolla and Brownsville Rivera.
This could be a tricky one.
Yeah.
32 won in this matchup last year. Westlaco knocked off Edinburgh Economides. So
Give me better. I like you better here. This is another buster here.
Del Rio and Warren.
Rafa. Huh?
I got to go with Warren here.
Going to Warren.
Yeah. This one, where are they playing this one, Rafa? Do you know?
They're playing this one at Hondo. This is the first game at Hondo.
And the boys as well, right? The boys weren't. Are they playing in Hondo too or no?
There's a correction. O'Connor is actually playing Eagle Pass, and they're playing at Eagle Pass.
Oh, kind of please.
So if you go back,
what did he have up there? Was that not Eagle Pass? What was that?
No,
United South.
United South, didn't you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll fix that. Thank you for the correction.
I think United South is Taft, isn't it?
Yeah, Taft is United South. Yeah.
Okay, so I have those backwards. All right, hold on.
So we'll make that correction. Thank you for the OC girls.
Hold on. Can't adjust.
Well, OC will take care of business in Eagle Pass. That's a for sure thing.
Yeah,
Harry just has to adjust it on the back end for the bracket. So
they definitely
Warren
in the
Warren should win this game. Warren, like I said, they have a really good forward, really good midfield. I know Steve. We went to watch them. We watched them play. I think that rainy night they had that triple hitter there at Gus. I was impressed. You know, they had a great attack, and I think they should have no problem beating Del Rio.
Going Austin Anderson here, and big fan of Coach Horvath, Emily Horvath, what she's done, and this is right. This Austin Anderson team, what she's built there, and the fact that they were able to figure out 26-6A and win the district title the other night. Very happy for her. Very proud. Just incredibly tough district, right? We went over how tough that one was. It was like
went to the last game.
It went to the very last game. Going into the second half of the very last game, right? Between them, Lake Travis, amongst others.
Go to Johnson.
But I like Austin Anderson here. This is a team to watch. This is a dark horse here.
Next one, Steele versus Lee.
Lee, unfortunately, and unfortunately, Steele is a team that they're banged up right now. Right, they're banged up, and won't have their top finisher, their top striker. So, Lee,
go Lee, yeah.
Oh, Taft gets United South.
Was that a recent injury?
No.
It was a good bounce back season for Steele. Last year they struggled with. This year they had a good bounce back for them. But I was impressed by Lee. That was the first game I went out there from that scrimmage what you guys had there at Lee High
Mhm.
School, and yeah, you can tell Lee was really kind of. They have some really talented forwards, very physical, with some good speed. Just in the brutal district of that 28-6A.
And then moving forward, Round Rock and Buda Johnson.
Great matchup here. Great.
Yeah, this is a recent interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coach Banning's done a phenomenal job at Buda Johnson, just where they were, and we always reference right when Rafa and I saw him a couple of years ago at Elmo Heights before they were 6A, and just how far they've come right in 6A at that. And but yeah, I think in this case, it's just how the matchup plays out. I am kind of curious. I don't know if they flipped for this one or where they're playing this one, but it might just be too much Round Rock.
Yeah, you're starting to see like the southern part of Austin, the Buda, the San Marcos, the Kyle, that like that kind of area is really starting to put out some really good talent on the girls side, but the boys side as well. But you know, in this case, for Buda, really good season that they put together. I just think that Round Rock's got a little bit too much firepower in this to advance.
They're tough. They're tough. Round Rock is tough. They're undefeated. They're tough matchup, but Buda Johnson's going to make them earn it. So
yeah.
Reagan and Judson. I'm assuming we're going Reagan, but Converse Judson has had a good season. Nice recovery from last year.
Yeah, Reagan here.
Yeah, Reagan.
Laredo United and Brennan.
I like United here. The matchup here, everything, how it stands. I forget where they're playing this one, but I know this is a very Corpus. Is it Corpus?
Yeah.
This is a deceptively talented. I know it seems weird saying that for a district champion. This is a deceptively talented Laredo United squad that I saw firsthand.
Going United?
Yeah, I mean, so Laredo United fell to Warren last year in this by district round, 3-0.
Yeah,
but
Laredo United was not as strong last year, and Warren I think was a little bit more polished.
Right, and that's exactly what I was going to say was just the fact that Warren, I think last year this is where they were peaking. This is where they were peaking at that right time, and they had a really a good little run into the playoffs. I don't see that this year with the Brennan girls team. So I'm going to go ahead and go Laredo United here.
Yeah, Brennan lost too much firepower from last year.
They did, yeah.
I think had it been last year, yeah.
Edinburgh North and Weslaco.
This is.
I'll go with.
I'm gonna go with 32. I'm gonna go Weslaco.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's Taft versus United South, not Eagle Pass. So I had that switched here. Eagle Pass.
I'm gonna have to go against my dad's hometown, Eagle Pass. Taft Lady girls, they're on a mission this year. They've started off a little district a little slow. The season they started pretty strong, but district a little slow. But right now they're hitting their stride. And,
back to back. It does not seem right. And they're not the only ones, but back to back district titles, undefeated, back to back seasons, and their reward is making trips to out of town.
Well, they're going to Laredo on this one because they're playing at that.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
At the SAC, so Taft should take care of business against United South.
Yeah.
Los Fresnos and Edinburgh Indomitis.
Los Fresnos.
Yeah.
All righty here.
And that takes us through the by-district round of all regions, all 4 regions. Harry will go ahead and pull up the bracket, and we'll now go through regions 3 and 4, and we'll see who we have going to Georgetown.
Fort Bend Ridgepoint and Houston Memorial.
Ridgepoint.
Ridgepoint, yeah.
Seven Lakes and Bel Air. I'm assuming Seven Lakes because Rafa's posted them all year.
Yeah, Seven Lakes.
Clear Springs and versus Atascosa.
Tascasita.
I think
go
Tascasita.
I think
I'm going with Tascasita. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go with Tascasita. Yeah.
Pearland and Summer Creek.
Summer Creek had that run. Run last year.
Yeah,
but I don't know this year. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got Summer Creek.
Who do you got, Rafa?
I'll go with Pearland. I think it ends this year at this round.
Lamar and Jordan.
Wow.
I'm gonna
go Lamar.
With all the kind of the turmoil that's happened at Jordan,
that's what. Yeah.
Can they overcome it? And
can it galvanize them? Right? Can it galvanize them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
I'm gonna lean to Jordan. I think they're gonna find something deep. I think they're gonna dig deep, and I think they're gonna pull that one off.
Yeah.
So it seems like player-wise, Jordan has a good team, but it's that lack of coach or the.
Yeah, this is the team that was in sole possession. This was the team that was in sole possession of first place about 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
And then they let go of the coach. Yeah.
Right, and then just a number of unfortunate things. Yeah, I want to say Jordan. I think that's what my soccer brain is saying.
Stratford and Tompkins.
Well coached Tompkins squad. But I lean Stratford here.
Stratford, yeah, they had a good run last year, and so this is a rematch from last year that Stratford won barely 1-0 over Tompkins.
Yeah, Stratford edges. They got the edge on this one.
Yeah, they were in the regional final last year.
Beaumont Westbrook and Pearland Dawson.
Dawson. I think Dawson gets this one.
Yeah.
Dawson.
Kingwood and Clear Lake.
Kingwood.
Johnson and Westwood.
Wow.
Man. That's what a second
regional finalists.
And this could be a regional semifinal, regional final. Yeah, this is
the questions that always arise: can a San Antonio team finally beat an Austin team? And especially from what we saw last year, is you saw Westwood and Round Rock pretty much dominate. Not to say dominate, but they had
convincing
wins, good wins, and But I think this is a year Johnson has the experience, has the players. I think they finally get by, and I think they beat Westwood.
Yeah, I got Johnson here. How far they get, we'll.
They're going to have to come to play because Westwood is a handful. Their style of play is going to challenge Johnson. Is really going to challenge Johnson. So the difference being, I think this year you have in Mabry Williams, Camilo Palacios, they have some finishers that are more developed, and maybe that's the difference. But Westwood has some great finishers themselves, and they've been in phenomenal form as well. So yeah, this is going to be a great match.
Speaking of one of our famous preps, Madison Harris, I don't know about convincing. They needed a PK to beat me, kick me in the head to win. So
she holds a grudge over
there. Keep that in mind.
She's ready to go. She's ready. She's in playoff mode.
All right.
She's been in play. Well, they've been in playoff mode all year.
New Braunfels. What's that? Is that like Travis? Am I seeing that right?
Like Travis.
Like
Yeah.
Travis? Yeah.
I think like Travis wins this one.
Yeah. Give me Lake Travis.
Tough 26. Yeah. I mean, just surviving 26. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they end up playing that one. But yeah. New Braunfels.
I can see that one played like in Dripping Springs or San Marcos.
Yeah.
One of those two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Harlingen and O'Connor. And I apologize
Rematch
for having the wrong matchup there. I apologize about that.
O'Connor.
Rematch from last year, and actually rematch from this season. Remember, O'Connor was kind of struggling, and Harlingen gave it to them. The same thing last year, but this time it's gonna O'Connor. Hopefully, I think there were some issues with playing there at Cabinets because of the wind. That we saw that game. I think live stream on that one. But,
yeah,
so,
I mean,
at
this point, it just is what it is. I think to even mention wind at Cabinets is pointless, right? It's just pointless because it's going to be there, right? It's going to be a factor. So, but yeah, I think this O'Connor team is surging at the right time, and they know who they are, what they want to do. They figured out their style, their play. First year coach and Coach Martinez, Coach Donnie Martinez, but. I mean, they have some weapons, and we saw them. I mean, we saw them go, toe to toe with another great squad here in Taft. So, and they're fun to watch as well. So, yeah, I like O'Connor.
Brownsville Rivera and San Antonio Warren.
Warren.
Got Warren here.
Austin Anderson and Lee.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Anderson.
I like Anderson here.
Yeah, Anderson.
Round Rock and Reagan.
Round
Rock.
Laredo United and Westlaco.
United once again. I like United.
Madison's Taft or Los Fresnos. Are you going to pick against Madison? Because she is watching and taking note. Obviously, as we just saw.
Yeah,
I'm not picking against.
The one thing Taft has to be aware with Los Fresnos for Fresnos loves playing an outside trap, and I got to see that firsthand.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to be, like I said, they're gonna have to be very disciplined on the runs, and when they play passes from behind. If they can break through that and get a lead, I think that'll kind of derail Los Fresnos' plan, because I think Los Fresnos is going to try to win on account, like I said, like a close 1-0 game. But I'm going to go with Taft here.
Yeah, I think Taft wins comfortably on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Taft, but I'm the unofficial picker. So Taft and Laredo United.
Yeah, I think they win comfortably again.
Yeah. This is end of the road here for, a phenomenal what will end up being a phenomenal season for Laredo United.
Austin Anderson and Round Rock.
This is the one This is the one that becomes a barn burner / insert all the adjectives, right? Flip a coin. This has penalties written all over it here. Tough. I'm gonna lean slight edge Round Rock here.
Yeah, I got Round Rock here.
Yeah, Round Rock.
Northside, O'Connor and Warren.
O'Connor.
Yeah.
Johnson and Lake Travis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Johnson the edge on this one.
Yeah. It was a couple of years ago that they beat a heavy favorite Lake Travis team. I think in Canyon Lake. I think it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We thought maybe Lake Travis was going to kind of run the gauntlet, but they were able to knock them off. So I'm going to give the edge to Johnson on that one.
Fort Bend, Ridge Point, and Seven Lakes.
Ridge Point. I like Ridge Point.
Yeah.
Humble, Atascocita, and Pearland.
Atascocita, I think. Humble.
Atascocita.
Humble.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Atascocita on this one.
Atascocita. Jordan and Stratford.
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 Dawson and Kingwood.
Kingwood.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah. I'll go for the record. I'll go Dawson here.
Back up to the top, Ridge Point or Humble.
I'm gonna go Ridge Point.
Ridge Point.
Yeah, Ridge Point.
And Stratford and Kingwood.
And this could be a regional final here.
This is Stratford. I think Stratford has just not kind of like how we talked about with Bridgeland, just not getting enough of that pub, I think, and I see them on a mission.
And this will be in Deer Park, so this will be in the greater Houston area. Not too much. Well, I say not too much travel, but Houston is massive.
Yeah.
So Stratford.
Stratford.
Yeah, Stratford.
Side note: starting lineups are out for the U.S. men's national team versus Mexico.
Okay. Let's see where your focus is.
I agree.
Johnson and O'Connor.
I'm going to go Johnson here. End of the road for O'Connor, but a really good year for
good season.
First year coach. Yeah.
And Taft and Round Rock.
We have to see this one play out.
I see. Yeah, this is.
This is going to be.
I'm taking Taft. I know I'm the unofficial, but from the very first start of this year, Taft has been on this mission to be able to complete the ride this year.
And they've been some good teams, but the key for Taft, they have to get a lead. I think last year, it's kind of like a back and forth, like Madison mentioned. It took them that PK, but Taft has to really set the tone on this game and establish the lead and be able to maintain it throughout. Because they're going to be pressured lots.
These are at Comalander as well.
This will be a Comalander.
Yeah. So Round Rock has to travel down. So Taft, should have the crowd.
That in the traditional San Antonio Austin matchup that here in Region 4 at Comalander, Rafa can attest to this. That has just not mattered. It has not.
No.
It simply has not mattered.
Because you had Westlake the year before that still knocked off.
Same thing with Lake Travis on the boys' side. Yeah.
Wow.
Need a decision.
I'm gonna give the edge to Round Rock. It's just a slight edge because, like I said, what they did, getting to the regional final last year.
Yeah. I think in terms of the styles, it's tough, but I think Round Rock has a particular system of play and style that matches up well versus Taft in particular. My soccer brain sounds Round Rock, even though my soccer heart wants Taft. But I think slight edge Round Rock.
Well, that leaves me an easy. I pick Taft.
There you go. Hide.
I can't.
There you go.
So Final Four on one side, Region 3, Fort Bend Ridge Point, Houston Stratford. Region 4, Johnson versus Round Rock. Who's the two that go?
I think for Ridge Point to get to this point says a lot in terms of their program after what they graduated last year and were in the state tournament. So it's ironically, I think a great job this year to get to this point. But I think Stratford breaks through here. And then on the other side, I think a little too much Round Rock. I think.
I've got the opposite. I've got Fort Bend, Ridge Point, and I've got Johnson. I think Johnson's going to come out of the region. I think the San Antonio team will come out of the region 4 on the girls' side.
Rafa, so that means you get
Tiebreaker.
the deciding vote for both sides.
Yeah.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure. It's just something about Ridgepoint. They've been you can say the standard there for Region 3 the last few years. And Coach makes a great case about Stratford. It's this 3 year they finally break through, but I'm gonna give it to Ridgepoint just because of they've been there, done that. They know the routine. Can't until Stratford can prove it. I'm gonna go with the Ridgepoint, and then on the other side, I'm already tired of these Austin teams representing Region 4.
Now, you can't say until they prove it on one side and then do the exact opposite on the other side, man.
He's tired of it.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one. He's
tired of it, though.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm tired of Austin representing us, and this is something I've discussed with Harry in the past. And so, the Johnson girls watching, I believe in you, ladies.
Correct.
Beat the
Lady Dragons. I keep waiting for him to pick Round Rock, though. He's setting them up.
But no, I'm actually gonna pick Johnson. I think this is their year. They have the experience. I think they're motivated, they're coached well. I think there's something special about this team because I've seen them a few times. Like I said, I'll knock off on Round Rock or also on O'Connor or even Taft. But I think this is a team. I think this is a very complete team that can finally knock off this Austin monkey off the rack.
So the final four: South Lake Carroll, Garland's Saxby, Fort Bend Ridgepoint, and San Antonio Johnson. Any final thoughts before we transition to the boys?
No, it's a great good. Final four.
It's loaded.
Well. Yeah. It's very loaded. That being said, if we were going to kind of rank these, I think South Lake would kind of be the top dog for our favorite, I should say, that for these out of these four. But and then so the reseeding would probably, since there's two Dallas teams and a Houston team and a San Antonio team, so you would probably see a Dallas versus a San Antonio Houston, or a Dallas versus a Houston kind of match. So, but yeah, I mean, it's all to be determined.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back in 90 seconds. If you can please give a listen to Gipper and globalscarves.com while we transition to 6A for the boys.
Looking to step up your social media marketing game? Well, let us tell you about our great friends at Gipper. Gipper is a way that schools, athletic departments, ADs, and coaches create world-class marketing content. Join over 4,000 coaches, ADs, SIDs, and club directors who use Gipper to create high-quality visual branded graphics for your program. The best part? Anyone can do it in seconds on any device without needing any design experience whatsoever. If you do have significant design experience, you're going to love this as well, as you are what they call the power user, and this is designed with you in mind as well. And just for being a listener and supporter of the 50/50 podcast, you can receive savings immediately and save 10% off any first-time Gipper purchase. Simply visit gipper.com/partner/5050 to learn more. Again, that's gipper.com/partner/5050. And then there are our great friends at Global Scarves, both Bill and Kyle. They are the top providers of custom knitted scarves, beanies, and other fan merchandise in the U.S. All merch is fully custom with free design services and free shipping on all orders. They do so much more, guys, than just scarves. Blankets, beanies, you name it. It's all designed and all customized to your specifications and needs. You can contact them at info@globalscarves.com to get any free designs or quotes built out for your school, club, or maybe even a supporters group. Simply mention the podcast or use the code #5050pod and they will be sure to take care of it.
6A boys, Region 1, Region 2. We're about 7 minutes away from kickoff for, was it Nations League, I think is this one? With Mexico and the United States on the men's side. And the last two what we need to do as far as boys or girls and regions. So kicking it off at Keller versus Crowley. I'm assuming we're going with Keller.
Yeah, Keller Indians.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
El Paso, Pebble Hills, and Midland. I'm assuming we're going with Pebble Hills.
Very, very good Pebble Hills squad. Watch them in Region 1.
Trinity and Keller Timber Creek. I'm assuming we're going with Euless Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I guess here's probably the first one in the discussion: San Angelo Central and El Paso Montwood.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a Pecos special also, Rafa? Do you remember?
This is Pecos, yeah. This is in Pecos too. We actually got to speak to someone from that used to play for Central, and he kind of gave us to me and Steve some info. He did say they were kind of a young team. Montwood, I have history with Montwood. I got to play against them. They have some talent. This could go either way. But I'm going to give the edge to San Angelo Central on this one. It'll be a close game.
I agree.
Grand Prairie and Richardson Lake Highlands.
This
Grand
Richardson
Prairie.
Lake Highlands is a
Grand Prairie.
They're usually one that makes a big run deep into the in the playoffs.
Grand
But
Prairie.
yeah, I'm going to go Grand Prairie though. That being said,
Prosper and Koppel.
Great matchup.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Aren't they playing on the girls' side too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Man.
They're probably having a double header somewhere.
Or they pack the house here. Yeah. Oh man. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna give the edge to Prosper over Capel. Yeah, this is a overtime PK kind of match.
I have no other reason, because this is so close, other than to just simply say the opposite of what Steve said. I will pick Capel. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's that even, such a push.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave it to Rafa.
I'll give it a Prosper.
All righty. Scott will be texting you here momentarily. Dallas Highland Park in Arlington.
Highland Park.
Highland Park.
Yeah.
Hebron and McKinley Boyd.
Good match. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
But Hebron, I think pull this one off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hebron.
West Texas Special, Odessa Permian and El Paso Franklin.
Ooh. Two squads very familiar with each other, but yeah, slight edge here, Mojo. I know Coach Hernandez will have Franklin ready, but I'm trying to remember where this one is. Is this one? I think this is in Midland.
I think it might be at Odessa. I might be at Ratliff.
It might be Ratliff. Yeah, I think it is Ratliff. Because I think it's the Franklin girls.
Odessa has a home playoff game.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go Odessa Permian.
Yeah. Mojo.
And Mojo.
I will say this: that is an exceptional crest by Franklin. So,
yeah. Tuesday Night Lights.
Hearst Bell and Keller Central. I'm assuming Hearst.
This could be a tricky one for Hearst, because Keller Central they could complicate some things, and they got some talent, but I'll give the edge on this one to Bell.
I'm going to go Bell. Yeah.
Another West Texas special, East Lake versus Odessa.
East Lake.
East Lake.
not the East Lake of the last few years, but still, yeah, East Lake.
South Lake Carroll and North Crowley.
South Lake Carroll.
Carroll.
They've been underachieving, but I think they got enough to get to the next round.
Yeah, Carroll.
Flower Mound and Denton Geyer.
Flower Mill.
Flower Mound.
Flower Mound.
Yeah.
Good football matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Irving and Arlington Martin.
I'm gonna go Irving.
Give me the Fighting Randy Waldrums here over Arlington Martin.
Allen and Flower Mound Marcus. Oh, scratch that. I didn't clear that off there. My bad.
I think this is Allen's year here to make that final push. I think I've been big on them all year. Rafa knows it, going back on Inside Texas High School Soccer. I've been giving him grief about they should probably be higher in the RPI, right, for a while. But yeah, I think depending upon how that bracket plays out for them, I can see that they're expecting a trip to Georgetown. Those are their expectations. It's state title or bust. So I like Allen here.
Well, I was big on them last year, and
they let you down.
Not necessarily. I mean,
well, they're more talented. They're more experienced this year. I think last year
they got to state. So
I think last year they surprised. Yeah, I think last year they arrived a year early and surprised themselves a little bit with all the conversations that I've had.
But I was big on them last year, and I'm going to go ahead and continue on the Allen Eagle.
Tough matchup for them though, and Marcus.
Yeah, they can't. They can't take them. They cannot take Marcus lightly because Marcus can.
Oh yeah,
this is a sneaky good matchup right here.
South Grand Prairie and Dallas Jesuit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jesuit.
I'm gonna go Jesuit.
Yeah, Jesuit, but this will be one to keep your eye on. This will be one to keep your eye on.
Waco Midway and Mansfield Lake Ridge.
Midway.
Like the girls game. Yep.
Same
Midway.
thing. Yeah.
Sexy and Tyler Legacy.
Sexy.
Skyline and Temple. Dallas Skyline.
I'm gonna go Skyline. And this is region 2 now.
2. Yeah.
It's making its way over
fourth
to
one
2.
into there. Hold on 1 second here. Sasky listed twice. Oh, hold on.
So the other one was Rowlett.
That's right.
Yeah, Rowlett.
So Rowlett versus.
If you go back, it should be go back one match.
It's 2, but yeah.
Or 2.
That's Rowlett.
Yeah, that's Rowlett. Okay. Yeah, that's Rowlett. So I just didn't switch the name.
Rowlett and Legacy.
That's their alternate logo right there. Hey, why not, man? If we can do alternate kits, we can do alternate logos.
What do you think of the US kit?
I think the white is clean. It's classy.
It's sharp.
The blue one looks like a 2.0 version of the Bomb Pop one from about a decade ago. It just looks like a recycled version of the Bomb Pop one. That's what I call it.
That ice cream popsicle kind of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's exactly what it reminds me of. They just put a little twist on it. Just kind of, I don't know, man. Just not much imagination or it looks like thought process put into it.
I agree. I wasn't. I honestly, I don't care. Just play well.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately we can't talk about that either. But after
it's true.
Thursday's performance, we'll see.
We'll see what happens tonight.
Hey, so are we still going? Rowlett over Tyler Legacy?
Yeah, Rowlett.
Yeah, okay. Rowlett. Mm-hmm.
And then Dallas still over Temple.
Skyline, yeah.
And then Mesquite and Garland. So this is the right matchup here. Mesquite and Garland Sexy.
Yeah.
Which one did we go with?
I've got Sexy here.
Oh, did we not? Sexy. I thought we had already discussed this one. Yeah.
We'll have to go through and make the adjustments. Bridgeland and Klein Force.
Ooh, the Klein Force team is they're a pretty decent team, but I'm gonna go Bridgeland.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Woodlands, College Park, and Houston Eisenhower. I'm assuming College Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tomball and Cypress Woods.
Tomball.
Spring Westfield and Conroe Grand Oaks.
Like Grand
Go
Oaks
with
here.
Grand Oaks.
Yeah. This is still a pending unofficial. Yeah, you have it on the bottom. I can see it. Yeah.
14 didn't.
Yeah.
14 did not update. Mesquite Horn and Garland High School.
Skate Horn.
Go Horn.
Yeah.
Waxahachie and Hutto.
Waxahachie.
Yeah, I like Waxahachie here. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that Waxahachie team earlier in the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wiley and Rockwall.
Wiley.
Let's go to El Piratas. Yep.
Pflugerville Weiss and Duncanville.
Good matchup here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Give me.
I think Duncanville wins this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Duncanville.
Yeah, very subtle edge here.
Coach Cano is going with the Houston MacArthur because it's MacArthur and Conroe, right?
There you go. Hey, they are a district champ here, but it is unofficial. But no, I don't. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Conroe.
I like Conroe here. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Conroe.
I like Conroe. That'll be a bracket buster.
Yeah.
Klein, Kane, and Cypress Springs.
Kane.
I'm assuming the Woodlands over Benjamin Davis.
Yeah, that's a really really talented Woodlands team.
And Cypress Falls and Waller.
Cy Falls here.
Cy Falls.
Is that their stadium?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, their logo.
Yeah.
That might be the school logo. Yeah.
Keller and then El Paso Pebble Hills.
Give me Pebble Hills for the minor upset here. This is a very talented Pebble Hills squad. Very talented.
This is like a reminder of that, like an East Lake Keller game.
It's an East Lake that doesn't have the name notoriety to go with it yet.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll give the edge here to Pebble Hills on this one.
I'm gonna go Keller. My pick would be Keller, but I'm outnumbered.
Euless Trinity and San Angelo Central.
Trinity.
Trinity.
Grand Prairie and Prosper.
I'll go with Prosper.
Yeah, Prosper.
Highland Park and Hebron.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Highland Park.
I'm gonna go Highland Park as well.
Odessa Permian and Hearst Bell.
I'm gonna go Hearst Bell.
Bell.
East Lake and South Lake Carroll.
Dang.
I'm gonna go East Lake here.
East Lake, yeah.
Those are pretty. Where East Lake is right now, that's a pretty even, slight edge East Lake, but pretty even match. Evenly matched.
This will be a rematch from last year, and East Lake won 2-1 over West.
Yeah, they've run into each other, I think,
a couple times already.
Yeah.
Flower Mound and Irving.
Flower Mound.
Allen and Jesuit. So I know
This
Coach
could be
Cano's going Allen.
Gonna go Allen.
This could be a tricky game here. I mean, you got to look at Dallas Jesuit, what they've done. But
I think the big thing is they're not sneaking up on Ellen. You know, it's just Ellen knows that name, and I think Ellen has that experience. That said, they fall behind early. They're going to be in trouble.
Waco Midway and Rowlett.
Midway.
Midway.
Skyline and Saxy.
Oof.
I'm gonna go with Sasky.
Is the difference in the district and the strength of schedule enough?
So Saxy is a region. They won Region 2 last year. I'm gonna go Saxy. Getting past
Sasky.
Yeah.
Ridgeland and Woodlands College Park.
College Park. I like College Park here.
College Park, yeah.
Tombow and Grand Oaks.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go. Ooh, yeah. This is a
Maybe
doozy.
Grand Oaks. I use slight edge Grand Oaks here.
I'm gonna.
This is no different than like that third with Saxy. Same identical scenario, situation, and strength of schedule and district.
I'm gonna lean towards Tomball.
So it puts it to Rafa.
I'm gonna go with Grand Oaks.
Got
Horn
national
or-
anthems. National
Horn
anthems.
or
going on.
Waxahachie.
I'm gonna go.
This would be an interesting year. This one.
Yeah,
We saw Waxahachie. They got some talent.
they do. That being said, I'm gonna go Horn.
I don't have enough info on Horn.
I'll go with Horn.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'll leave that one to you guys.
Wiley and Duncanville.
Wiley.
Conroe and Klein Kane.
Ooh,
Yeah, yikes, tough.
I'll go. Go
I'm gonna
Klein
go-
Kane.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go King.
A 4 making it. Yeah, Kane.
And I'm assuming you guys are going the Woodlands over Cypress Falls
Yes, for me, yeah.
because you guys are pretty convincing on the other way. Klein Kane and the Woodlands.
I'm gonna go
Woodlands.
Woodlands.
Wiley and Mesquite Horn. I'm assuming Wiley based on the answers so far.
Wiley.
College Park from Woodlands and Conroe Grand Oaks.
College Park.
I think this is College Park. College Park continues. Yeah.
Waco Midway and Saxy.
I'm gonna go Saxy with the slight edge.
Yeah.
Almost mild upset.
Pebble Hills or Euless Trinity.
And
I like Pebble Hills here to continue.
Yeah, we'll go Pebble.
Pebble Hills.
Prosper and Highland Park.
Great matchup here.
I'm gonna go Highland Park. I think it's the end of the road for Prosper.
I agree.
Highland Park.
Hearst Bell and El Paso Eastlake.
Does the Eastlake have enough to?
I think this could be.
this one?
Yeah, I think this could be it for Eastlake.
Hearst.
I see Bell.
Hearst Bell.
I see Bell. Yeah.
Flower Mound versus Allen.
Allen.
Great matchup, man. Great matchup. I think I'm going Ellen.
That's
Allen.
2 for Allen.
I'll go with Allen.
Allen.
Bell versus Allen.
And these will be in McKinney.
McKinney. Yeah, Allen,
Yeah, Allen.
which is Allen's next door neighbor. McKinney.
Pebble Hills or Highland Park.
I'm gonna go Highland Park.
Saxy or Woodlands College Park.
I'm gonna go Woodlands College Park.
All of you shaking your heads. Wiley and the Woodlands.
Woodlands. Good matchup though. This could be one that's overtime.
Part of me just thinks, is it wishful thinking that we're going to have College Park and the Woodlands making it here?
Rematch.
Yeah, the way it typically plays out, that's hard for me to see.
Yeah, I got the Woodland still.
I like Wiley here.
I think Wiley is their year.
All right, so this puts it Highland Park and Allen, and Woodlands College Park and Wiley.
I got Allen and Wiley.
I got the same. Yeah, Allen and Wiley.
Same.
All right, so that was pretty simple. So we will take our last break with Gripper and globalscarves.com, and we'll be back in 91 seconds, I believe is what it is specifically.
Looking to step up your social media marketing game? Well, let us tell you about our great friends at Gipper. Gipper is a way that schools, athletic departments, ADs, and coaches create world-class marketing content. Join over 4,000 coaches, ADs, SIDs, and club directors who use Gipper to create high-quality visual branded graphics for your program. The best part? Anyone can do it in seconds on any device without needing any design experience whatsoever. If you do have significant design experience, you're going to love this as well, as you are what they call the power user, and this is designed with you in mind as well. And just for being a listener and supporter of the 50/50 podcast, you can receive savings immediately and save 10% off any first-time Gipper purchase. Simply visit gipper.com/partner/5050 to learn more. Again, that's gipper.com/partner/5050. And then there are our great friends at Global Scarves, both Bill and Kyle. They are the top providers of custom knitted scarves, beanies, and other fan merchandise in the U.S. All merch is fully custom with free design services and free shipping on all orders. They do so much more, guys, than just scarves. Blankets, beanies, you name it. It's all designed and all customized to your specifications and needs. You can contact them at info@globalscarves.com to get any free designs or quotes built out for your school, club, or maybe even a supporters group. Simply mention the podcast or use the code #5050pod, and they will be sure to take care of it.
All right, we're back, and Rafa may have competition for Hollywood because I just saw Robert on the U.S. men's national team.
Oh, really?
On Paramount Plus. And I think Derek's up there with him.
Derek's a curse.
Well, I believe Derek was standing next to him. So, Rafa, you got some.
Whenever Derek goes to a game, he always curses that team. So he's cursing, and he's wearing the U.S. national team still. So just be aware of that.
All right. So the first one here, Ridge Point, Katie Jordan. I'm assuming we're going Ridge Point.
Yeah.
Cypress Ridge and Houston Math Science Tech for that here. I'm assuming Cypress Ridge, but not 100% sure.
Cypress Ridge.
Yeah. Cypress. Yeah.
Seven Lakes and Fort Bend, Dulles. Assuming Seven Lakes.
Seven Lakes. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Seven Lakes. Why not?
Defending state champion.
We'll just,
we'll just go ahead and advance them through this round. We'll see what happens
just
afterwards.
Because you're a state champion doesn't mean you automatically qualify.
This is true.
Bel Air and Springwoods.
Bel Air.
Yeah, Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Lake City, Clear Creek, and Alif Taylor.
Clear Lake.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, 22 is the only district that is not technically official. So Humble.
Still not reported, right? Yeah.
Yeah, versus Channelview. I do like the Eagle on for Channelview, but Humble.
Yeah, I'll go to Humble.
Humble, yeah.
Houston Strake Jesuit and Dickinson High School. I'm assuming Houston Stake Jesuit.
Strake, yeah.
Or Strake. Deer Park and Houston North Shore.
This will be an interesting match. Let's see here.
Give me Deer Park here. I'm going to go the 50/50 podcast alum power will push Coach Hurtado through.
Yeah, we'll go Deer Park.
Deer Park, yeah.
My wife's alma mater, Houston Lamar, versus my wife's alma mater, Houston Jersey Village.
So which one's her alma mater?
Jersey Village.
Jersey Village, okay. Well, in that case, let's go with Jersey Village. Now, I'm going to go, I think I'm going to,
But Jersey Village, you know, they've surprised some teams in the past. And I think they had it. Remember that year the lead took a deep run. They had to play them, I think, in the state semifinals.
Was that? Yeah, it was a semifinal because I was thinking it was the final, but that was Rockwell.
They're just not consistent, though. That's the issue with Jersey Village right now.
Correct. Yeah.
So Lamar won in penalty kicks.
Slight edge Lamar here.
Lamar won in penalty kicks. They were the 1 seed over the 4 seed, which Houston Northbrook. So, but Lamar won in penalty kicks last year. I'm gonna go Jersey Village for my pick. But I believe I'm
Lamar. Yeah, I had already said Lamar.
Yeah, Cinco Ranch and Hightower. I didn't hear Rafa.
Cinco Ranch. They had a big win this past week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cinco Ranch. Yeah.
Cinco Ranch is good.
Northbrook over. Oh, they have West Side, but it's actually Westbury, Houston Westbury.
Northbrook.
Northbrook.
Fort Bend, Austin, and Katy Tompkins.
Tompkins.
Pasadena, Doble, and Summer Creek.
Dobie.
It's the RPI special, Rafa. Dobie.
Alif, Elsick, and Clear Creek.
Elsick. Yeah.
Elsick.
Kingwood and Pasadena, Sam Ryburn.
We'll go Kingwood. We'll go with the official team.
And Lake City, Clear Springs, and Pearland, Shadow Creek. I do like the shark with teeth, though.
I like Clear Springs here. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, moving over to Region 4. Johnson and San Marcos. I'm assuming Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson. Yeah. But again, that San Marcos, Buda region, you know,
they're hosting that one. I think San Marcos, right?
Johnson will have some adversity to push through. Yeah, that's being played at San Marcos.
The team that we played today was is from the San Marcos region, and they've got some good players up there.
Oh. Vista Park or Vista Ridge or Cedar Park, Vista Ridge, and Del Valle.
Vista Ridge.
Vista Ridge.
Rafa was almost crying.
Nope. In Memo, we trust.
As long as he's got his wheelchair to get him out there. Shirts Clemens and Madison, one of those interesting 4 versus 1s where the 4's the favorite.
This is one I would want to. If I was able to attend a game, this is probably the one I would want to attend because
Madison is one of my. They're like on that short list for me of who could be the Dripping Springs of last year.
Mm-hmm.
It would be this group.
They've got some really good academy players from SAFC. They play really well together. They're very organized. They're slashers. They're very fast. But Clemens, I mean, Clemens went out and faced,
anybody, the who's who.
Yeah,
and then they shy away from.
No, so I slight edge to Clemens, not just due to the fact that they won their district, but just due that they went out and tested themselves pre-district to go and see and kind of gauge where they needed to be. They threw the record out the window. We'll deal with our record during district. Let's throw it out the window. Pre-district. Let's see what we can what we can accomplish and see where we need to be come March.
Do we know where this one's being played?
I think it's at Shirts.
Is it Shirts? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think. I think Madison is that's not a team I would want to play right now. You talk about house money.
But Madison is limping in into the playoffs with 2 losses. So
right.
And
that's
Clemens,
but
Clemens has been on the hot streak.
They survived.
This is Monday
Clemens
night.
has been
Tomorrow night at Clemens.
Yeah.
It's at 7:00, and who knows? I might have to show up to this one.
Yeah, I think. I just funny feeling on this one. I can't ignore it on this one. And I could be wrong. Like I said, Clemens has played a fabulous schedule.
So who are we going with? Clemens? I think Rafa went with Clemens.
I'm going with Clemens.
I'm going Clemens.
So Clemens.
Yeah, and I might, like I said.
What time's the kickoff on that one, Steve?
7:00. Linhoff.
Yeah.
Westlake and Round Rock.
Westlake.
I'm gonna go Westlake. Yeah, they've had a good year.
Brownsville Rivera and Edinburgh Indomitas. I'm assuming Brownsville.
Rivera.
Brennan and Laredo United South.
This could be this is going to be a challenge for them. And then I guess I actually got to see United South play. They can touch the ball. They got some speed. They got a very good forward up front. And when I saw them play against Del Rio, they're able to come back and, tie the game up, and they end up winning in PKs for their district play. But they got some talent, and it's going to be a very complicated game for Brennan. Brennan's going to have to – they can't slack off or take them lightly. They're going to have to jump on them right away. I'm going to give Brennan the edge, but don't be surprised. Like I said, if United South gets a lead, they could, like I said, Brennan, when they faced half, that was a little setback there. But like I said, United South has had a little bit more talent than what Taft had. So they have to be aware of this. I'll give that to Brennan, but wouldn't be surprised if United South knocks them off.
Yeah, and I saw Brennan play a couple times. Or I'm sorry, last week I got to see them play against Jay, and the thing I liked about them was they had the lead and then they got scored on, and then they took the lead like really quick, and then they got scored on again, and they took the lead again. So if they can just play, that high intensity direct play, it comes off really well for them. But if they kind of start, playing a little bit more tight and not playing as direct, I think their game is more direct. If they're looking for results, they just play more direct instead of passing the ball.
Is Brennan traveling for this? Where is this one?
I think it's in Corpus.
Is it Corpus? Yeah, I was trying to look it up.
Cabinets.
Well, that being said, I'm gonna go. I'm leaning towards Laredo United South.
So that puts it on Coach Connell.
Give me Brennan.
Edinburgh North and San Benito.
Edinburgh North.
Edinburgh.
Rafa has been saying, watch out for this matchup. Laredo Alexander and John Jay.
Yeah.
And we know that Alexander was already scouting. I saw them out last week, so I'm going to go Alexander. We saw them earlier in the year as well, and they are a very technical team, and they move the ball around really well.
I agree. I like
a little bit more of a team ball, whereas John Jay kind of relies on a couple players a little bit more so. So I'm going to go lean towards Alexander on this match.
I'll go with Alexander.
My daughter goes to John Jay, so I'm John Jay. Not that my vote counts, but Bowie and Stony Point.
Stony Point made that run last year, man.
This is a rematch from last year.
Yeah. I think Bowie this year, but
Bowie takes a lot of lessons learned from last year. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Steele and Lee, a young Lee team that's coming in at the right moment.
Yeah, so it's the same matchup on the girls' side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lee has been putting some results together, and they're kind of hitting they're peaking now. You know, their freshmen are kind of like now sophomores. Their sophomores are kind of, a young team.
Juniors.
Or juniors now, it seems like, and I'm gonna go with Lee on this one.
Yeah, I think Coach Rogers done a really good job. I mean, they didn't look really good for them, and they ran the gauntlet towards the end, and you gotta give credit to him. They could have kind of packed it up, and that'd have been it, but they fought, they scrapped through, and that was, like I said, we saw them play earlier. They're very talented, but they're inexperienced. But I think they've gained some experience and confidence. So I'm going to give the edge here to Lee.
Yeah, and I think even 2-3 weeks ago they weren't even sitting in the playoffs, and now they find themselves as a 3 seed.
3 seed.
Well, prior to last week, they were 5th. They moved into 3rd based on how results fell. I thought they would get into the 4th slot, but they were able to move all the way up due to tiebreakers.
They had some help along the way,
which is the key. Vandergrift and Austin Atkins. I'm assuming Vandergrift.
Yeah, pretty cool little video footage that I saw of Akins, making the playoffs and them celebrating like that. So, that just shows how much it means for teams just to get into the tournament. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Brandeis and New Braunfels.
That one's tomorrow, up in New Braunfels. But
also, New Braunfels as well.
Brandeis, when they're on, man, they are.
They're on.
That's. I mean, they can run their way. Find themselves in state if they're on. But yeah, I got them advancing this one, even though it's in New Braunfels.
Brandeis.
Yeah.
And hold on, I was clicking the button trying to find my mouse. Laredo United and Warren.
So, I got a couple boys that play on the Warren team, and they're asking me, "Who do you got? Who do you got?" I was like, "You got to tune in by now."
So Steve, who do you got?
We're not gonna let you hide behind our picks, man. What do you got?
No, I know. I kind of hinted where I was going with this. I think that Laredo United's just got a little too much technical work on that. That being said, I do love the way that the Warren team plays. They're a very attacking team. Sometimes the best defense is a really good offense. So if they can not maybe just park the bus, maybe just attack, they've got a chance here. Where's this one being played? Is this the one in Hondo?
In Corpus.
In Corpus, okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think for Warren to really have a shot here, they got to get out. They got to find a way to take the lead.
Right. Yeah.
Find a way to take
get up front, and then and not park the bus after that. Like you got to keep attacking. So, but yeah, no, I'm going to go Laredo here, Laredo United. But a hard fought game and a great season by Warren.
Yeah,
I'll go United.
And look for Warren in the next couple of years, probably even next year.
Well, I keep saying that about Stevens too, but we'll see. Personal bias with that one there. La Jolla and Harlingen.
This is an even matchup here.
Yeah,
this is an even matchup.
Give me Harlingen.
I'm gonna go La Jolla.
I'll go Harlingen.
Harlan and Del Rio.
What do you got, Rafa?
Harlan. Harlan, like you said, we got to see them play. They know how to. They can turn it up when they need to. And a perfect example was that game versus Warren when it was a 1-0 game, and then all of a sudden they just blitzkrieged you and like I said, they attacked you, they press you. Like I said, I've seen Del Rio play a couple times. They do have some talent. I think Warren needs to keep an eye on Eli Lozoya, who's their number 10. I think if they can contain him, like I said, Harlan should win this one. This game's going to be played, I think, on Hondo at 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. So,
yeah, and Harlan's kind of not necessarily been under the radar, but maybe not getting as much exposure as they have in the last 2 or 3 years.
You listened to our last show, didn't you? I said the same exact thing.
Is that what it was? Okay, maybe that's where it comes. But yeah, no, I think that yeah, Harlan for sure on this one.
Rafa, who did you want to shout out, or that when you went home that you worked with, or that's,
yeah, just shout out to KWMC AM 1490. Like I said, they had me on broadcast one of the games. That was the game between Del Rio and United South. So shout out to them. I know they're watching, to Memo. So I think we'll see if they broadcast the game. I think on Tuesday. I think they're working on that.
Nice.
Los Fresnos and Edinburgh for the last matchup before we go to the bracket.
Los Fresnos.
Los Fresnos. I got to see them earlier in the year against Southwest, and they actually gave Southwest a really good match. It was a 5-3 match, and they played really well as a team. Yeah, it's a good team there.
All right, and we'll go back up. Harlan and Los Fresnos.
You can pull the bracket up.
Oh,
yeah.
Here we go.
I just didn't click the right button. Harlan and Los Fresnos.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Harlan on this one.
Yeah.
I'll go Harlan.
Laredo United and Harlingen
United.
Yeah. United. Yeah.
Brandeis and Vandergrift.
It's a great match. Oof. I'm gonna say Brandeis. I'm gonna say Brandeis gets through. PKs though.
I'm curious about the consistency of Brandeis. That's what I'm kind of.
Yeah.
That's what has me concerned here. And Vandergrift has been steady all year. I like Vandergrift here.
Rafa?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Vandergrift.
Bowie or Lee?
Bowie.
Yeah, Bowie.
Watch out for Lee in the future. But
I think Lee's a year away. Yeah.
Right.
Edinburgh North and Laredo Alexander.
Alexander.
Rivera and Brennan.
Rivera.
Westlake and Clemens.
Man.
Ooh. Yeah.
This could be one that, even though Westlake.
Yeah, I think Westlake. I mean, I felt inclined that Madison could somehow potentially have Clemens' number. So yeah, I think if that matchup plays out, I think the edge to Westlake here.
Yeah, okay.
Johnson and Cedar Park Vista Ridge.
Johnson.
Like Johnson, yeah.
Ridge Point and Cypress Ridge.
Ridge Point.
Seven Lakes and Bel Air. I'm assuming Seven Lakes.
Correct.
That sets up a Chase C. Mass. Clear Creek and Humble.
Oof.
Just use the matchup there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Clear Creek. Overtime. Who you got, Rafa?
I may go
Humble.
I think we're going Humble. Yeah, I think they've just, the district they play in, I think it's just a little more. There's a little more and they got some good wins. So I'm gonna go with Humble.
I'm not sure if Kokano's here. If he's not, I will roll with I think the last person that had possession was Rafa, and he's also the host. So we'll go with Humble to advance through, unless Coach Kano hops on in the next few seconds. Straight Jesuit and Deer Park.
Go straight.
Yes.
Lamar and Seco Ranch.
Go Cinco Ranch.
Cinco Ranch.
Northbrook and Tompkins.
That'd be a tough one.
Yeah.
Northbrook has a good program, but that's really gonna go.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a back and forth game. If Northbrook can keep, I guess get ahead, that they have a chance. But you know how Tompkins, like I said, they're District 19 just really. I'm gonna give the edge to Tompkins on this one.
Tompkins.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go Tompkins too.
Dobie and Elsick.
Ooh.
Another great game. That's another great game. That's a regional final right there. I'm gonna give it a Dobie.
So this is a rematch from last year, and Dobie won 1-0. So I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna
This will probably go extra time. I believe this is gonna go extra time or PKs.
I'm gonna go Elsick.
So, Coach, you're the tiebreaker, Dobie or Elsick?
Dobie or Elsick?
Rafa went with Dobie. Steve went with Elsick. If that that influences your decision one way or another.
No, it doesn't. No, I'm going looking at district body of work, and then and I'm gonna echo what Steve said. I believe in the RPI in terms of how we go about factoring that in and putting it together, and the work that the research that Rafa puts behind it. I put a lot of weight in that. So give me Dobie.
Who, Dobie?
Dobie. Yeah.
Kingwood or Clear Springs?
I'll go Kingwood.
Kingwood.
Yeah.
And then going back up, Dobie or Kingwood?
Dobie.
Dobie.
Seco Ranch or Tompkins?
Cinco.
Yeah.
And then Stake Jesuit or Humble?
Straight.
Fort Bend Ridge Point, Katy Seven Lakes, who I think if this was in a different part of the bracket, they would be meeting further down.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Seven Lakes on this one.
That is a great matchup. I think
is this a year for Ridge Point? The girls get all the accolades.
Right. Yeah, I mean that pressure piece on Seven Lakes, right, is can they just make it through, survive and advance round by round as the pressure amps up, right? To defend. And it's kind of one of those, right, with Ridge Point is like the proof is in the pudding until they can show it, I guess. But yeah, I think Seven Lakes. I like Seven Lakes.
Johnson and Westlake.
Go,
San Antonio Johnson.
Yeah.
The last San Antonio. Oh no, there's Harlan too. So 2 San Antonio schools left.
I think this is the year for Johnson.
That's 1 for Johnson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Johnson.
That's 2. Rivera and Laredo Alexander.
Rivera.
Bowie and Vandergrift.
I'm going to go Bowie.
Yeah.
And this is where we expected to see them last year.
Right.
A little bit of redemption.
And Laredo United and Harlan.
I'm going to go Harlan.
It's a tough matchup for Harlan here.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Be curious to see where this one's played at.
Probably in Corpus, right?
Yeah.
We're like in Corpus. Unless they end up going somewhere halfway, maybe Uvalde or which.
Yeah, I'm still going to go with Harlan, though.
What do you got, Jeff?
I'll go with Harlan.
No, all right, so back up, Bowie or Harlan?
I'm going to go Bowie. Bowie this round.
I think this is a year for Bowie to break a redemption breakthrough here.
Johnson or Rivera?
Rivera here.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm assuming Seven Lakes over Strake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just on another level.
Dobie or Cinco Ranch?
I'm going to go Dobie.
Dobie.
So that makes...
Yeah, okay. Something about Cinco Ranch, man. I don't know.
And I think that Cinco Ranch would probably, just because they know Seven Lakes, might even have an advantage over Seven Lakes compared to what Pasadena Dobie would.
Right.
But
if they get there, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's a totally different matchup. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So Final Four, Seven Lakes, Dobie, Brownsville Rivera, and Austin Bowie. So 2 advance. It seems like everybody's on the Seven Lakes train. Fair to say?
Yeah. I got Seven Lakes advancing to state.
Rafa?
Yeah, I'll go with Seven Lakes.
The one that seems to be having some questions or some debate would be Brownsville Rivera and Austin Bowie. Rafa's theory of never go against Brownsville? Is it gonna?
This would be right in our backyard here in San Antonio.
I think if Rivera can do what they did last year, like what to lead, kind of dictate, jump on a lead, be aggressive. I'm wondering if Bowie will come into this game and take him lightly, or they'll go in with it too confident. Because Rivera, if they score on you, like I said, they'll smack you in the face with a goal, and they know how to maintain the lead too. So.
Right.
And then this, like I said, this coaching staff that Rivera has, they've been there for I think close to almost 20 years already. So I think Coach Garcia's been there for quite some time, and he's got a couple state titles. So that's going to come into a factor. But I think Bowie may just had just a little more than Rivera. I don't think it's the Rivera team from last year. I think Bowie they get the job done.
Who was in Rivera was in the region final. They lost in that Dripping Springs run.
Dripping Springs, yeah.
It was drip, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
I like, for what it's worth, I agree completely with you, Rafa, on this one. It's Bowie. I think just when you factor in everything, and it's just you look at what we saw last year versus this year, the lessons learned piece, and I think if it can play out just right for Bowie, and they come to play, and they reflect on from last year, the talent is there. I like Bowie.
I'm gonna go Rivera. But yeah.
2-1, yeah.
Story of the night.
So the final four for 6A boys: Allen, Wiley, Seven Lakes, and Bowie.
Yeah, and that's a yeah, that's a oof, yeah.
So
Allen,
To me,
Seven Lakes final.
yeah, that's kind of what I was.
Well, it depends on how it matches up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Because you could have an Allen, because these are the two Dallas area schools, right? So they're going to typically split them up. So could have Allen versus Seven Lakes or Allen versus Bowie.
Yeah.
At that point, I would venture to say maybe a Seven Lakes versus a Wiley. I don't know.
And Bowie versus Allen.
Yeah.
Well, who would be the higher seed between Allen and Wiley? Because Seven Lakes, since they're the defending champ, would be the number one seed, right?
I don't think that they seed them though. I think it's just kind of like a
well, it's a mystery of how they do it.
Right. I don't think it's a seeding, but I mean personally, I don't think it's a seeding.
So just do like they do in Champions League, drop the little balls in there, and
yeah,
That's
they
what
wouldn't
they
do that.
So
They wouldn't do that.
But I think that's the game that I think probably everyone wants to see is going to be Seven Lakes versus Allen. And can Allen take that step and take the title away from Seven Lakes?
Yeah.
So just to recap 6A before we get out of here. So 6A girls, South Lake Carroll, Garland, Softly, Fort Bend, Ridge Point, San Antonio Johnson. For the boys, Allen, Wiley, Seven Lakes, and Austin Bowie. So do you want to thank everybody for tuning in? Final thoughts. We'll start with you, Coach. Congratulations on a great year. Once again here, I know it's start of the second season. So hopefully you're around for another 3 weeks-ish, 4 weeks-ish before you go to your off season that you have to deal with all the NIL. Oh wait, you're not in college yet, so for that here. So it's coming to high schools. Trust me, you know it is.
Yeah. So some little bit updated info here on how they handle. You guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit update here. So how they reseed, if you will, or reshuffle at state is they seed 1 and 2 and then flip a coin to see which of the remaining 2 go. Right. So identify 1 and 2 and then flip the other 2 basically, and then 1 plays the earlier game.
So they do seed. So you'd figure the top 2 seeds would be what, Seven Lakes and
Allen,
probably Allen. Yeah. It's essentially what we just said. I would venture to say, yeah.
Any final thoughts for you, Steve? I know you do a lot in academy work, and here with Premier and in the San Antonio area along those lines. Here, anything you need to promote or anything along those lines?
Yeah, thank you, Harry. Thank you, Harry, for everything that you do on your side, just due to the fact that getting all the logos for all the mascots and everything. I think I mentioned this last night. It's a lot of work. The records, the district records, all that taken into consideration. There's just hours of data that you put together, and it comes in to play beautifully. And I think that all the teams, coaches, fans really appreciate that. And I know on our side, we really appreciate that as well. But so for myself, I coach for a club here in San Antonio, Premier Football Academy. Very proud of the teams that we put together and the coaching staff that we have, and it's really great academy here in San Antonio. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions on soccer for your little ones, all the way up to 16, 17, 18-year-olds as well. And then I do private lessons here in San Antonio. So that's my badge that I have over here, 78 Soccer Training. So you can follow me on Instagram there at 78 Soccer Training. So thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. And it was fun.
Coach Kano, what's up? What's next for the 50-50 podcast? I know you and Rafa will be doing, I'm assuming, playoffs recaps daily or through there along those lines here. If you want to kind of set up the 50-50 podcast and promote anything that you want to do as well.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So again, echo everything Steve said about just Harry, your work behind it, because it's a lot, man. Just building sales, tracking, and the way we did it this year, you kind of took it to another level. So really appreciate it. So thank you for that. It has to be commended. So appreciative of that for sure. And thank you guys for having me on here, and then, or as we said, our teams, our podcast teams kind of cross over here as well. So really good, really great to have this. This is, like, I call it the accidental tradition, right? So I love it. And I mean, to our listeners, we've had probably live listeners over the 3 shows, right? Last night, earlier today, and this one. Probably about over 2,200 live listeners, right? So shout out to Mr. Merritt, Michael Merritt. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. Big supporter of the podcast. But anyway, thank you again. Just love doing this. Love being part of what we're doing, the Texas high school soccer community, and to be a part of it on a different front, right? Coming Tuesday as a coach as well, coaching in the state playoffs. It just adds to the fuel, to the passion, I guess, and just love doing it. Best of luck. So to all the listeners, live listeners, supporters, thank you so much. You are the reason why we do it. We're grateful for you all, and to everybody, coaches, players, athletes that are playing, start in the tournament, the second season tomorrow. Wish you the best of luck, and make sure compete with honor, compete with class, and whether you come up short or you're victorious, keep it classy in defeat and be humble in victory. And wish everybody the absolute best, and make sure everybody is safe travels, right? Safe travels going to, because there will be some travel involved as well. But really appreciate each and every one of you guys, to Harry, Rafa, Stevo, everybody. Thank you. And it's been such an absolute honor to be able to just be a small part of this. And I thank each and every one of you. So thank you.
Yeah.
As far as the podcast goes, Inside Texas High School Soccer episodes, our next episode 6, will be coming. Just have to figure out around my schedule, my playoff schedule, to see what that looks like after Tuesday. So more to come on that, and we'll be sure to get the word out. But looking forward to the chaos that by district and area around gives us. So thank you.
Yeah, and also to our loved ones as well. Planning around this weekend can be a challenge for those. So thank you to like my wife. I'm sure others that are in the household as well, to make sure, hey, I've got the show going on. Please watch the dog, or it's pretty neat when you have support from the spouse.
Family.
Yeah.
Rafa, any thoughts that you have here before I give the SAFC fan cast? I think we're going to do that on Tuesday. I know I'm going to try to see about posting once we get past the by-district rounds. I think it'll be a little bit easier to know where and track who's playing who. So we might see a little bit more notifications coming out from me or the SA Soccer Roundtable of games to promote them as well. But Rafa, your final thoughts. I know you're been here since year one with Scott and me as far as doing this bracketology and stuff like that here. So your thoughts before we let you out at halftime, and that way you can go get some drinks and some food and watch the second half of this thrilling 0-0 match between Mexico and U.S.
I just want to say thank you guys, Hector, Steve, Harry, for putting this. It's great to, this is like our yearly tradition, kind of like our Christmas holiday, I guess you could say. Opening the presents.
Tradition, man. Put it on a t-shirt. The accidental tradition. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just to the people watching out there, we do put a lot of effort. Everyone has their part of their expertise. Harry does a lot of the technical stuff. I appreciate what he does, and with Steve's knowledge and Coach Hector Cano's knowledge, and then my background. Like I said, you're getting like kind of like our side of from our coaching background to give you guys what what we think we can expect is coming up this playoffs. But hey, we don't always get them right. I mean, I got 80% right on the Taps one, so I'm looking kind of good there. So, but to the people out there who are watching, maybe you haven't followed whether 50/50 podcast or San Antonio Soccer Roundtable or even Fatcast, make sure you follow us on the social media pages. We're on Twitch, on X, like I said, also on Instagram. We're on Facebook. So make sure you follow us. Very insightful. Not only on high school soccer, but also recruitment and so forth. But we appreciate you guys, and good luck to all the teams out there.
Yeah.
You are representing your schools. Take some pride. You're wearing the badge of your school, and just leave it out there on the line. And hopefully, like I said, we'll do a lot of follow-ups going on this next few weeks, and we'll see who ends up going to Georgetown and gets the trophy.
And my final thought, kind of echo the other three here. I didn't play soccer because, I grew up many years ago. They didn't have soccer in small town Colorado, but I wrestled. Even to this day, still going to the state wrestling tournament, in Denver, which was a big deal. And I still remember who I faced or the schools I faced. I still remember the feelings. So cherish those, because this is a lifetime. You'll have this feeling with you for the rest of your life, this experience. I know it's helped shape me. I'm assuming with Rafa and Steve and Coach Cano, the experiences you get playing high school sports helps guide you and directs you and hopefully develops you into being a great human being, and a productive human being, later on in life, from the values and work ethic and, the struggles that you get with it. It's not easy, in the middle of the summer and the dead of winter, running around and playing soccer in this case here, or, whatever sport that you're doing. So do want to thank all the athletes, Madison, for piping in, OC Soccer, Premier, Layla, Matt, Jolene, for commenting on this last one here. And I know there were many others from down in the valley that commented last night and earlier on the shows here. But podcast wise, we'll get these out on the SA Soccer Roundtable podcast. Will probably go out either later on tonight or probably tomorrow morning, just being honest with you, because it's been a long weekend.
It's been a short but long weekend.
Go United States. Sorry, Rafa.
Good guys.
That's
Good
right.
guys are up. Good guys are up.
So, and for that, we got to get Rafa out of here because we don't want to see the tears.
Yeah,
and,
tears.
Along those lines.
Hey, we're still rebuilding, so it's not, like I said, I don't have high expectations.
Mexico doesn't rebuild. How many times have you guys said that? We don't rebuild. We own the United States here.
Now
Adams.
It's a rebuild when they're down 1-0. Yes. Hey, one final note, Harry. Safety, something I did want to hit on is we got a lot of athletes that are going to be playing. So think about it, right? If you play through the regional tournament, that's 5 matches in the next 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. And then on top of that, we will have players across the state playing in the Dallas Cup, different showcases, whatnot. So players, just be aware. Coaches also factor that in, please, just in terms of your periodization, regeneration, recovery time of your athletes as well. So really want to minimize any potential harm, safety issues as far as with players go. So please, everyone, please be extra safe. So,
dude, that was a golazo by Adams here. All credit to them.
It was.
But we're going to end the show here. What's Life Without Goals? We're out of here. Hope everybody has a wonderful week.
Thank you.
And good second season here.